So let's start. So Francis, ikaw, meron kang paper copy ng character sheet mo or something? So wala ka sa Roll20 eh.
Wala pa. Pero medyo kabisado ko naman. So,
sige, good luck.
Hindi lang lahat.
Kabisado lang.
Okay. So before anything else, Macria has not one but 2 inspiration points from last time.
Yun.
So keep that in mind kasi mawawala yan at the end of the session. Alan has 1. So
Hindi nagamit ni Nicole yung inspiration niya last week, no? Sayang yun.
Just a very quick recap. The wild ones, you were caught between 2 groups who wanted their hands on the ring. 2 separate groups. Long story short, Giddy incinerated most of them in a couple of powerful fireballs, including one who was running away at the end of the battle. Firebolt niya through the chest, and she died. After at this display of seeming cruelty from Giddy, Macria ordered, as the party leader, ordered Giddy to take off the ring, or else. Giddy refused, saying na he can handle himself and that they should trust him. Everything's fine, ganyan. But Macria was having none of it, so she ordered Hanzo to basically grab Giddy. So, feeling betrayed, Giddy disappeared in a burst of arcane energy, presumably through a dimension door. So afterwards, the party entered the town of Maces and went to the fully packed tavern, the Drunken Albatross. But thanks to Macria's negotiating skills, they were able to secure a room for themselves at 2 gold per head per night. As a side note, your direwolf, Kirua, refused to enter the town for some reason. So, I imagine you kind of had a parang there's a nearby parang woods sa town near the hill, and she kind of just parted ways with you temporarily. You assume parang you think based on your party that you would be able to find her again after you exit once you're done with your business in the town.
Meron siya collar. Nalagyan ng collar.
She's an intelligent being, so you'll probably be able to find each other. Parang she'll find you. Parang for all you know, she thinks na ikaw yung pet in this arrangement.
I think her.
Or something like that. Or your servant or something. Anyway, and you notice that being a direwolf, she's not a normal beast. Parang ever since you've been feeding her, she's her fur is healthy. She's medyo malaki yung difference in appearance from before na she's starving out in the wild. So you think na at this point she's actually a fully grown parang maybe young adult, parang ganun.
Mas malaki na siya sa akin?
Parang, yeah, she's considered a large creature. Parang na siyang almost as big as a horse.
So, pwede ko na siya sakyan?
Pasakay.
Can, and, well, if she'll allow you. You can certainly try.
Certainly try.
Okay, so, yeah, you have a room in the Drunken Albatross. And, yeah, again, back to the scene. Now, everyone is basically, you're gathered around the bar with the what's his name? What walang music? Garrick, the
J. Garrick.
The innkeep is at the bar. You've just secured yourself a room. So okay. So yeah, yung scene with as I said, the tavern is fully packed. there's barely enough room to walk around kasi nga ang daming tao expecting to participate dun sa challenge kinabukasan. So, let's do this instead. There's my tavern music. Tavern ambience. Okay. Okay. So, okay. So, as in this tightly packed tavern, there's a generous mix of every race, class, gender, and background that you can see. People from all walks of life seemingly have come to this town to participate in this mysterious gauntlet in hopes of getting the grand prize at the end. You can see the serving boy is really frantically going back and forth from the bar and serving drinks and food. Tapos, may maraming nag-gamble with dice, with cards. At one corner, merong gnomes na nagda-darts. Pero the most noticeable area is yung bar where you are. Parang at one end of the bar is merong cloak figure, hood up, black cloak and robe, seemingly sitting at the bar with unmoving, and then si Kalen decided to basically chat up this person by sitting beside them and trying to initiate a conversation, to which he had absolutely no reply, no words, not even a move of a muscle. Parang this figure, strangely, is staying still. It's disturbing kasi most people nga would fidget around, adjust their seating, and so forth. This one is still as a statue. So, as Prakriya noticed na walang nangyayari dun sa tinatry ni Kalen, and hearing from the innkeep himself, Garrick, na it's not a good idea to mess with this being, she came over to basically take Kalen away from the
Ayan tayo, akala ko.
situation. At the same time, one of the gnomes walked over, seeing there's something happening with this figure.
Akala ko mamakriyahin mo eh.
This gnome is parang this gnome about the size of Giddy, pero fair skin and male, kind of strides towards this scene, reaches out a hand as if to tap the hooded figure, and then, but instead of tapping, he grabs the cloak, pulls it, and there's a hush in the crowd as you look at you're definitely surprised by what you see beneath the black robes, because it's just a broomstick, cleverly placed to look like a person sitting at the bar. And seeing your reactions, the whole tavern erupts into a roar of laughter as you've been seemingly being the butt end of a joke. And after doing this, one of the you can see one of the gnomes, the two female gnomes that were left playing darts, one of them kind of takes a chalk and adds to a tally on the wall. So it now counts as 11. Parang seemingly pang 11 kayo na nabibiktima ng prank na to. Okay. The gnome man introduces himself as Pavel, and he invites you to, parang kind of chuckling with the crowd, he says, "Well, welcome to the Maces, strangers. Would you like to sit with us? It's going to..."
Kalen, You got me good there, Pavel. Okay.
Well, he
Ilan-
is
Ilan yung tao sa table nila?
currently tatlo lang sila, but they are taking turns throwing darts at a target in the sa wall.
Tapos I'll say to the bartender to buy them some ale, yung tatlo, gnomes. Kasi sabi ko, sure, we'll sit with you.
I'll grab the broomstick and take it with me.
Okay, so you do that. Si Nicole, anong gagawin?
Wary lang ako kasi di ba may gauntlet niya tapos lahat ng tao dito sasali sa gauntlet eh. So baka yung iba may masamang intention sa ibang contestants. So, baka
So just keeping an eye out, ganun. Okay.
Seryoso.
Okay, sige, sige, I'll make a perception check for you.
Pwede
Let's
bang insight?
Hindi, this would depend on you actually seeing kung ano yung nangyayari around you.
Okay.
14. Ano?
Taas yan.
May modifier
14.
pa yan.
Oo.
Yeah, so based on that roll, you can see, Nicole, just looking around, na wala namang, there doesn't seem to be no foul play occurring. Parang everyone actually, what you notice with that roll is that everyone in the tavern, parang beneath the casual parang appearance, everyone seems to parang actually have one eye on everything they own, kumbaga. Parang they're on the lookout also. Kasi parang they know that this is a tavern full of adventurers, which could include, the sneaky types who maybe parang attracted to taking stuff from other people. So they kind of have they're aware of that possibility. So medyo guarded yung mga tao dito actually sa tavern. So okay, so Makria and Kalen, you follow towards the table ng mga gnomes. And si Pavel says na, but it's thank you for being a good sport in the joke.
This broom is mine now.
I guess that's okay. All right. We already had many victims this day. It's if everyone could use a laugh because it's everyone's on edge about just waiting for what the challenge is going to be tomorrow. So anyway, you're new here, so for being a good sport and for buying us drinks, we could offer you some advice because me and my sisters here, and he introduces his sisters as Katarina and Vasily. My sisters and I, we were actually involved in the construction of some parts of the dungeon, and we kind of so we have some insight on what the challenge is all about. If you want to have that kind of information,
I'll insight check him.
Insight check.
Insight check.
Insight check.
So yeah, make an insight.
I don't trust that. No.
Yeah, open roll na lang para fun. Just roll your insight.
I download ng character sheet ko. Okay.
I will sila si KD. 16 for Gel.
Nope.
First roll. First roll of the night.
So with that natural one, this has to be something amazing.
Amazing.
The broom is amazing.
Can I try to fly? Can I see if I can fly with it?
Based on your insight check, you believe Makria na
that they do know.
Yep. Then you with the natural one. You think you believe there's this. How far do I want to go with this? This character is this person is hide. You parang you believe that this is set up with a broom. Na parang you think na Pavel wanted you to take the broom and manipulated you into taking the broom. And you kind of feel sort of, how did you do that?
I'm still keeping the broom. The broom is mine.
This is part of some ploy that they will find out later kung ano yung mangyayari after you take the broom.
This should be a magical broom.
Yeah, and you believe him. This doesn't seem he honestly parang it's a sense of if you feel na he feels kind of bad na you being new in town na parang you were the butt end of this joke. I mean, parang he was worried, kumbaga, kung ano yung maging reaction niyo not being from here. Sa setup nung. Kasi, apparent, you get the sense na sila, yung gnomes, yung nag-setup nung prank. So, kaya he's parang he doesn't really know how powerful you are, parang for all he knows, you're some count or whatever. So, parang he's trying to make amends by, meron kaming ano.
So you guys are not joining the gauntlet tomorrow?
Technically, we're not allowed to join because we were employed in the creation of the gauntlet. So yeah, we're not allowed to join. No.
Naririnig ko ba to?
Yep.
Well, if it helps me getting my hand on that magic item, I'm all for hearing what you have to say. I'm assuming this won't be cheap.
Well, to be honest with you, we ourselves were not able to lay eyes on the final prize. Master Vigo was very, very adamant about keeping it secret. But there are rumors that some people know someone who knows someone who was related to someone who maybe had a peep at the item as it was being transported. And the rumors are wildly different depending on who you ask about what it is. Some say, wait, where's my notes? Here you are. Some say it's a magical tome that's said to make you wiser or something like that. Some say, I mean, some other person says it's like an enchanted suit of plate armor. I mean, how could that? It's totally two different items. How could you mistake that for one another? But that's the rumors for you. Some other person says it's some kind of horn, magical horn that magnifies your voice, like it makes you talk real loud. Some even say it's like this magic ring that grants 3 wishes. So who knows? Everyone here is excited to find out.
If it's that ring, party leader, doesn't sound so bad, yeah?
Yeah, you have to get it.
We have to increase our chances of getting it.
Yeah.
And you know, these people inside the tavern are just a fraction of the competition. Other people are staying.
Is the competition individual or is it a group competition?
So,
Pwede bang persuade si Pavel para sabihin niya na kung ano yung mga challenges ng mangyayari sa contest kahapon?
Sure, sige.
You can certainly try.
You can certainly attempt that.
Kantahan mo.
6.
Nope.
You're not
Nope.
persuading anyone.
Nope.
Pero ang persuasion niya ay Let's see. Pag nag-load ng kanyang character sheet,
0.
when that time comes,
Dapat tinawag mo muna ako saglit, tapos nagpakas ka sa akin ng
Pero
guidance.
bard siya, di ba?
oh, that's a 19 plus 13
Oh.
persuasion.
Ang taas na.
Oh, di ba? Ibang klase.
Sabi nga, Pavel says, well, you know, I mean, you look like a pretty nice person. I would definitely share with you what I know. But you know, Master Vigo is a very smart guy. So what he did was maybe he limited our involvement as in terms of construction of the rooms, so that no one really had an idea what we were actually building towards. You know, so we built this part of room, this one room, we built this another part of that one room, and then another part of that one room, so that we don't have a big picture of, you know, what the end product will be.
So what can
At
you
least not
share with us?
So what things did you build?
Well, okay, based on that role, he will tell you na, well, as far as we know, the dungeon itself is non-lethal. No, you don't have to fear for your life. You know, it won't kill you. It's
As far as we know.
it's basically Master Vigo is staking his reputation on this, that no one, absolutely, there will be 0 casualties. As far as the dungeon is concerned, now if you go in and someone attempts to take your life, that's something else. So you kind of have to be prepared to defend yourself from other contestants, maybe. But then again, if such a thing happens, you know, the town guard will be involved, and investigations will be, because, you know, killing people is illegal in Macy's, you know. Yeah, the dungeon is non-lethal, but there are this we were involved in the creation of traps and some tricks to fool the contestants into eliminating them. There's a mechanism, for example, that if you walk on the wrong part of the floor, you will fall down into a slide that takes you into the loser's room.
I see.
So yes, and yeah, this is because of this, there's a special enchantment inside the dungeon that makes it's impossible physically to cast fly and the spells like that on yourself. You cannot fly, you cannot cast feather fall. So basically anything that would prevent you from being eliminated in the way that is designed in the dungeon is not allowed. And also the dungeon is proofed against things like stone shape. That would be cheating. And
God damn it.
stone shape and dimension door. Because you can just say, I dimension door to the end, and you know that's really not fair. Okay.
How about divination spells? Like finding where to go, finding
that I have no information, but if you maybe, I don't know, as a rule of thumb, if it's something that might be considered as cheating, I think the Master of Vigo, being a very powerful spellcaster himself, he might have put some enchantment in there to disallow it. But you can certainly try anything.
Okay,
and from this he says, now he goes on to describe. Speaking of Master Vigo, he is a master, as you well know if you have heard of him. And so everyone roll a history check.
Oh no, I don't know my history.
So I will roll for Nicole.
All right, meron ako nun. Yata.
Meron ka na lahat, Lord Bard ka.
Is my Nicole history.
21.
Okay. Acria and 28. And Nicole, you both have heard of Master Vigo. He's a very powerful mage, and he's known for siya yung basically nag-invento ng plate armor. Yung process that's needed to create plate armor, siya yung nag-invento nun. Pero he's best known for the three towers guarding Dolrath in the Broken Lands. Here, I'll show you. Here, those three towers siya yung engineer niyan. The reason why these, as long as each of these three towers stand, armies from the Broken Lands cannot cross over to Dolrath and spill over to the rest of the realm. So siya yung master architect for that. So he's that. Pero right now he's retired. He's a gnome, by the way. He's a gnome mage. He's retired, pero he's decided to spend his time still building things. So he decided to have a fun project, kumbaga, which is this gauntlet and yung end prize. So this is the combination of his parang retirement project. Okay, what else?
Sobrang interesado yung si Nicole dun.
Okay, so that's, unless you have any other questions.
Do we have any other questions? Party leader.
Have you seen a gnome? Deep. Ang tawag kay dito?
Deep gnome.
Deep gnome.
Deep gnome.
Tapos I describe kung ano yung itsura ni Giddy.
Okay. The three of them, Pavel, Vasily, and Katarina, kind of look at each other and they kind of shrug and say, no, that I imagine that kind of a person would stand up. We don't see a lot of their kind over here in the surface.
How about your other friend, the one who went rogue?
Huh?
Si Macria. Your other friend, the one,
yung kausap mo.
the one who went rogue.
Yeah, tatanong ko rin yun eh. How about a human warlock? Tapos describe ko yung itsura ni Pemrys.
Oh, okay. The moment that you say Warlock and Pemrys, you see the glint of recognition in their eyes. And parang, he says, Pemrys was a Warlock, a hero? The Warlock hero Pemrys? You know, there is this fantastical story making rounds in the town about this hero Pemrys and how he was the one responsible for exterminating a whole orc clan down in the Underdark.
Oh, right. Yeah, that Pemrys.
Yeah, that's
Yes,
hero.
There's this circulating like a story about but do you know this, and he's hushed and talking, do you know this group like the Wild Ones?
Yeah,
You
I've
know
heard
this?
of them.
It's apparently this group is a front for it's basically they say it's a harem for an evil drow.
Oh,
Yes, and this evil drow puts woman under his spell and takes them as bed slaves.
uh-huh.
But then this mighty hero Pemrys the Warlock tried to free the women from the drow's influence, but all he got was his he fought bravely, but in the end they took his eye and he was forced to retreat.
Oh, that's
That's so
That's
cruel, my
quite
friend.
a story.
Yes, I know, right? I mean, there's talk of it being written into a play.
Oh, it is? Really? By
Yes.
who?
You know,
Do you
it's a
know?
very hush hush project. You know, they don't want to release any information yet before it's done. But I expect it could be ready pretty soon.
But you see here, and then I point to Nicole, he's actually an amazing bard. And he
He is.
might be able to help.
No, but I don't really. I mean, personally, I don't really
Come
know who
on.
was the
Just
who
a
wrote the play.
just a
I just
hint.
hear rumors. Maybe you can feel free to ask around. I mean,
Mm-hmm.
you can see na wala talaga siyang. I mean, he's
Hearsay.
talking hearsay. Na parang he is presenting himself na ang dami niyang alam. Kasi parang ito, yung Pemrys, parang he wants to appear like a very no, knowledgeable person. Pero actually, hearsay lang yung narinig niya. And he doesn't.
Okay. So if I want to hear more stories about this hero, who should I talk to? I'm so interested in him. So interested.
Okay, sorry. May nag-ping. Di pala ako nakasign up. Okay. Okay. Well, to be honest, I heard this from my father. My father, who is Boris Forjan. No, myself and my sisters, we are apprentice smiths. My father is the blacksmith over at the Forjan Forge, and I heard him just mention this story and the possibility of it becoming a play. Maybe you can talk to him and find out where he got the information.
Yeah, maybe I'll do that. So where can I find your father?
He we live well he lives in a small outbuilding near the forge itself. So he gives you directions kung saan yung forge.
Okay. You've been so helpful. Thank you
Okay.
so much.
Thank you.
Okay. Room, guys. Unless gusto niyo bumili na food.
Iwanan ko sila ng 1 CP. If you guys want to drink some more, drinks on me.
Yeah. Drinks on him. As a token of our gratitude.
Okay, ano na lang,
Bawas, yeah.
May stage ba dun sa loob ng sa loob ng tavern?
I'm gonna say yes. Pero it's kumbaga half of the space kasi may naglagay na rin sila ng table doon kasi sobrang punong-puno yung tavern. Pero just about siguro 5 foot square na lang na space dun sa stage.
Kasya ka dun.
Hindi, doon ako sa ibabaw ng table.
Oh, okay. Ano gagawin mo?
Lasing na si Nicole. Lasing na.
Actually, sasabihin ko kanina na kung malilate si Francis, we'll just say na lasing siya kaya hindi siya Anyway, sige, go ahead.
Tapos, syempre, nakausap na namin yung gnome na yan, nakakuha na kami ng info kay Pemrys. I-drive away ko na yung attention ng lahat ng tao dun sa tavern at saka siya para magpa-perform ako.
Okay, anong gagawin mo?
Kakanta ko yung kwento ng gnome na nangingitlog. Full performance.
Well, that's... Okay, let's roll performance.
May performance ako
Oh, hindi ka kaya proficient, alam mo.
Hindi ka pa pwede sa performance?
Yung bard.
Talaga, pra.
Yun yung character's feature niya yun. Bard siya na hindi proficient sa performance. lore bard kasi. Parang medyo scholarly bard siya. So ito ang performance check ni Nicole. So you watch as Nicole kind of
Labas ko yung
almost brings out the flute to get people's attention. 13. Okay.
Haha.
Yeah, with that roll, you're able to, I would say, grab the attention of the whole tavern. They look at you expectantly as you perform a tune about a certain gnome who lays eggs every morning. And sometimes there's a golden egg, pero most of the time it's just eggs. And he eats them and he serves them for breakfast.
Yan. Pagsisikatin ko yan. May parang LSS. May LSS na sila doon sa kanta na yan.
Yeah, so this is such a fantastical story na parang by the end of your performance, people are laughing. And, a couple of people move over to you and offer to buy you drinks parang to thank you for that sweet performance. Na parang they have not heard any story like it. Parang they kind of ask you na parang did you make it up? Parang is it based on is there really a gnome that lays eggs?
Yan. So, siyempre, ililay itik ko. Kakwento ko sa mga tao. Meron. Kikita pa kami dyan. Baka pumita kami dyan, pambayad mo lang sa top.
Hindi pa siya naglagay ng lata.
Meron, collection.
Sabi siyang hat or something.
I-continue mo yung performance?
Oo, siyempre.
Okay, so you make another roll for that.
Oh no!
Medyo broken ang roll 20 ko. Na hindi naglo-load ng mga images. 11. Okay. Wait lang One moment. Kaya pala wala kayo nakakita. Dahil
Maging bond.
yun.
Oh, may ano pala, may background pala.
Basta an approximation of kung ano yung itsura ng town.
Market 2014. Nice.
Okay. So you perform for a while. So based on that roll, I'm gonna see you take get 4 gold. This is in. You get 4 gold pieces and 4 silver pieces for your efforts.
Woohoo! Meron na tayo pandagdag sa tavern. Nabigay ko kaya sino ba nagbabayad sa tavern? Si Maki Ross.
Well, si Hanzo yung nagbayad.
Okay, sige. Abot ko kay Hanzo yung yung extra gold.
Okay, so you can note that for this kind of motion. So after as you watch na nag-perform si Nicole, may gagawin pa kayo or do you plan to do anything after?
Dali habang distracted sila.
Ano meron?
May gusto pa kayong gawin during or after the performance? Anong plano nyo?
Anong plano? Shopping?
Anong oras na ba?
It's about by this time, midday na.
Shopping.
And
Akala
the
ko gabi
challenge
na.
is taking place early the next day sa labas ng tavern.
Shopping.
Can we?
Shopping for diamonds.
Let's
Sige,
visit the blacksmith.
Sige, while you do that, I'll visit the blacksmith. Can I bring Hanzo with me?
Sama ko.
Sama ka? Akala nagpa-perform ka.
So,
Siyempre matatapos na yun. Makasama naman.
Okay.
Hihawali ba tayo?
okay, so sige, si Kaylin goes to look for diamonds. The rest pupunta sa
Let the
blacksmith.
party!
The porter!
Uy, bagong town, bagong area. Let's split the party. Alright.
Wala pa akong attachment kay Kaylin so okay lang.
Okay, so sige, let's do si Kaylan first. Kaylan, make an investigation check to see if you can determine the location of kung saan pwedeng bumili ng diamonds.
I'ma use my inspiration.
Okay.
Investigation.
Okay. The DC was not very high because this is the nature of the town. So you spend maybe an hour going around the town asking for directions, ganyan. Eventually, they point you towards it's actually a jewelry store. And as you enter, it has meron siyang more guards than usual in the store, parang knowing na this store has very valuable things inside. Maraming like you can see inside na merong like dalawang individual flanking the doors who are obviously guards kasi with their attire. Pero make a perception check.
Perception check.
Or insight. Ba?
Insight na lang. Pwede ba insight?
Sure.
Yay! Mas mataas ang insight ko.
Cleric.
I know how if you're lying.
Insight. Okay, with that roll, as you look around the inside of this shop, you notice na merong mga ibang, like, ano mo yung jewelry shop na merong pa-U na counter. Tapos, maraming, parang it might be like 30 feet on one side yung room. Merong mga ibang, there's like more than one merchant inside and then several, maybe 5 patrons inside. Pero looking around, you can see na three or four of the patrons inside you determine na hindi sila actually patrons, but they're actually guards in plain clothes. Parang, and you can see na meron silang like they have carefully concealed weapons ready for, and they seem to be ready for any trouble that might arise. So this area is very heavily guarded. Na parang the moment you enter, they are tracking where your hands are and things kanyan. So you make your way to the one merchant na walang ina-entertain na patron. What do you say?
Hello, my friend. Do you have any diamonds for sale, perhaps?
He will tell you na yes, he has he kind of looks at you and sees na you're dressed in your armor, no? And you have your shield with you.
Yep.
He notices the symbol of your order, and he kind of nods, and he turns around and takes a parang rectangular parang box na hindi sa chest kasi parang pahaba and parang ganyan lang kakapal na chest. Ganyan. Okay. And he flips the latches on it and opens it and turns it to face you. Parang siyang suitcase, kumbaga. And then inside is rows upon rows of diamonds. More diamonds than you've ever seen in one place in your life.
I'll take them all. Joke.
It says it depends how much money are you willing, how much coin are you willing to spend, dear good sir.
Maybe 2,000 GP worth. 200 platinum piece worth of diamonds.
If you want that kind of diamond, I think we have a singular diamond with that price tag on it, if that's what you want.
I would want.
DM's note, there's a side note na look carefully sa components ng spell. Kasi for example,
may amount siya, di ba?
I mean, yung Raise Dead, for example, needs a single diamond worth 500 GP at
Yep.
least.
Yung
pwedeng
Revivify
limang,
Diamond
pwedeng-
worth of 300, diba?
yung Revivify, pwedeng
50
smaller
mga-
diamond. Ito yung total na 300 GP. Yung
Hmm.
Raised Dead, kailangan isang diamond. Hindi pwedeng maraming maliliit.
Okay, so 2 diamonds worth 500 GP and smaller diamond worth 1,000 GP.
So, sige, okay. So, you look for a particular size and quality of them. So, yeah, dalawang worth 500, isang worth 1,000.
Hindi, marami na worth 1,000. Yung maliliit
Sampo.
na.
Okay. So he kind of takes out 10 smaller diamonds from the suitcase, and then dalawang obviously larger diamonds, sets them on the counter, and he makes a calculation. Sabi niya, all of this,
Hingi ka na Shibo.
sabi niya, I'm willing to part. That would be 2,200 gold.
Kano? 2,200?
2,200. Meron siyang parang 10%.
May VAT ano ba yan?
Okay, here you go. Bigyan ko siya ng 220 platinum pieces.
Okay, the moment you do this, is like, hindi siya naghagil. Kinuha lang niya. Very happy to,
Happy to serve.
Very pleasant doing business with you, dear sir. Please come back should you need any more gems of this quality and caliber.
Definitely. I'm very happy na nakuha ko mga kailangan ko.
Okay, cut to Macria and Hanzo and Nicole. Tama, di ba? Wala nang iba.
Yeah.
Correct.
So you are making your way to Sino sa inyo ang magle-lead ng paghahanap ng place? Navigating the town.
Ako na lang.
Okay.
Mataas ba survival mo?
This would be just investigation dahil you're in a city. In a town pala. Investigation check. Hindi ka trained. Okay.
Sorry guys, hindi na ako encumbered.
8. So it takes you that roll. You actually take you go around in circles for a while. Medyo naligaw kayo. Parang given yung directions na binigay kay Macria na nirelay mo kay Nicole who's leading the you get kind of confused kasi ang daming tao sa town. People giving you ask around, and you end up actually, you think na maybe one of the people you asked parang give you the wrong directions on purpose just to mess with you because you look like you're not from around here. Especially si Macria, you look like a foreigner in that city of
ang sama.
Ganyan, parang there's some mean adventures in town, parang ganyan. So that by the time that you find the blacksmith, magagabi na. And it's closed.
Katok-katokin ko.
Can we knock?
Okay, so you can see parang may malaking storefront. That's the forge. It's closed now. And then merong, you remember si Pavel, sabi niya may parang outbuilding na parang bahay kung saan nakatira yung tatay nila. So you go to that smaller building, may knock on the door.
Hello! We're looking for the blacksmith. We've been sent here by Pavel.
Sige, I'm going to have to make a persuasion check. But you have disadvantage because reasons.
Because it's after store hours.
Because of Okay,
Good
persuasion.
sir, please open the door.
Kaya naghanap ng blacksmith
Wow, 22.
At disadvantage.
at disadvantage. Wow. That's not fair.
Okay,
I
so
know.
you're knocking at the door, and you eventually you hear an interior door open and footsteps approaching the door. He's shouting, well, you hear an older voice saying, parang, how many times do I have to tell you I don't sell magical fishing? And he opens the doors. Oh,
Hi.
you're not that annoying. What do you need?
What? Someone's asking you for magical fishing. What?
It's all
It's
these
so weird.
these adventurers in town. I mean, you look like the adventuring sort.
Yes, actually, do you have anything good that my friend here would want to use? And then I point to Hanzo.
Okay, let's see. It says he looks him up and down. Well, you will not see any finer craftsmanship this side of the Cairngorm Ranges, the mountains. We're definitely the best blacksmith in town. But A, the shop is closed, and B, we're fresh out. I mean, every adventurer in town has basically bought everything we have, to the point that people are looking for things like magical fishing poles because we don't have swords and shields and armor anymore. Not
Can't
with
you make
these.
anything?
Well, if we can probably make make something, and you can definitely commission something to be made if you're willing to wait for it,
How long will it take?
depending on what you want.
I turn to Hanzo. What do you want?
You look at Hanzo and his
Ang
parang
sweet naman.
Shut
yung
up.
parang yung half plate armor niya na medyo patsi-patsi na parang ang dami, puro dents, scratches, rust. And parang may mga stains na hindi mo na basically a well-worn armor. And he says, well, I like
You
this
want a new
armor.
armor?
Yeah, well, I like this armor a lot. It means this is the armor I died in.
Do you want a new one?
Well, I'm gonna roll.
How much? How much for a new armor? For a mithril armor?
Mahal yun.
Mahal ba?
Depende. Alam ko mahal ang plate.
Mahal ang plate. Yung normal plate, 1.5 na eh.
Saka barbarian, hihina siya pag full plate. Pwede yan.
What's a good armor for
Ang
him?
armor niya ay actually
Mithril plate siya, di ba?
oh,
Yung
naka-mithril
magical
plate
item.
siya.
Pina-customize ni Eldrin before.
Mga pala, he's not wearing, he's wearing yung, so instead what he said was, well, ito yung bikini Eldrin armor eh. I mean,
Do you want a new sword?
well, and then ngayon lang yung na-gets na kung ano yung, what you're trying to do for him. Oh, yes, sure, sword. Hindi magical lang meron siyang, kanyang weapons are not magical. Rapier and...
How much? I turn to the blacksmith. How much will it cost for you to make a magical sword for him?
Well, he explains to you na they themselves do not make magical swords, but they can make the best steel sword, and they have contacts that can enchant them.
Okay, how much will that cost?
So that
And how long will it take?
labor materials and let me just look some table up.
Guys, Francis, mag-isip ka na itatanong dito pagkatapos.
Sige.
That would come to about four. Do you want what particular weapon do you want? Meron
What
sa
does he want?
sabi ni Hanzo. Well, he kind of shows you his rapier, na parang sword na pang fencing. Pero the kind na hindi nagbe-bend. It's the kind na gamit ni Zoro, I guess.
Okay.
+5 Borpal rapier.
Rapier, or he takes out
Plus 5.
a scimitar, which is kind of similar to what Eldrin had before. Parang slashing curved blade. Sabi ni Boris, he can make you an enchanted weapon for 800 gold.
Okay.
And
How soon can you make it?
1 week, sabi niya. I mean,
Any chance that you can do it a lot less time than that?
well, you know what my father always told me? There's magical, fast, and cheap. Choose two.
I did not understand that.
Magical plus fast or magical plus cheap or parang ganun.
So parang,
Fast and
if it's magical and fast, it will definitely not be cheap.
How much will it cost?
Well, you would have to find more spellcasters, to hire more spellcasters to make the
So how
enchantment
much
process
will it
faster.
cost?
Blah, blah, blah.
Yaman.
He's basically parang, that's the math he said. That would be 1,500 gold. And I can have it ready for you in 3 days.
1,500 gold.
May
3
pera
days,
ka ba?
maybe 2.
Nakikigi pera.
May pera akong sarili, man.
Yeah.
I have like 53 platinum and then 575 gold. So hindi ko alam
So
kung
you
ito
tell me
lahat
what, 2
yun.
days. Yeah, 2 days, 1,500
Not
gold.
enough.
Kulang ba yun?
Oh, that's like 1,000 gold. 53 platinum is 530 gold.
Okay. Sayang. Well, I have gems.
Okay. Sabi niya 2 days, 1,500 gold.
Okay.
Okay.
I have 10 assorted gems worth 100 GP each. So that's 1,000. And then
Okay.
I have a 500 GP ruby.
Oh,
Do you
pay
accept
in
gems?
Yeah, definitely. Being a gnome, he does have a thing for gems.
Okay.
Kumbaga, if dwarves have a thing for ale and hammers and smithing, gnomes have a thing for gems. So he takes the gems. Thanks you for your business, and yes, definitely will. Within 48 hours, you will have the best. And Hanzo says, scimitar na lang.
Alright.
+5 Borpal, please. Scimitar of Frost.
Okay. And then I turn to Nicole.
For
Nagsumisenyas na ako sa kanya. I'm running out of words na rin.
Smith, it's not just the swords and the armors we came to you for. We also came here for information, which is very important to us. Magkano pera ko?
May pera ka? Ay, hindi. Binigyan kita ng pera.
Meron konti.
Nagbigay ako ng 20 platinum sa'yo.
okay, so at
Magkano
this
pong pera ko?
because you've been since you are now his customers, he kind of invites you to sit down and have a drink, nightcap, kumbaga, since it's getting late. He maybe serves you some pie because you've been hungry, looking around the city.
Yeah. Half
Yep.
a day, man.
Okay, so as you're eating the pie and having mead, I guess, for drinks, what exactly do you ask?
Una, what information do you have about the contest that's gonna happen tomorrow?
Sabi niya, well, you better, my son and daughters were the ones who were involved in that crazy mage's dungeon. It's better if you ask them. Sabi niya.
Bakit yung sons and daughters niya ang kinuha? Ano bang mga specialty nila? Saan ba sila magaling?
Sabi niya, he speculates na hindi siya personally kinuha ng mage because the mage doesn't want people who are too much of an expert, kumbaga, kasi baka ma-figure out yung secrets ng dungeon. So parang kinuha niya puro mga apprentice level people in the creation of that. Pero yeah, he also tells you na yun nga, na he adds to the information na the dungeon is non-lethal and it's also not allowed to kill anything or anyone in the dungeon, especially yung mga NPC doon. He doesn't say NPC, pero yung parang marshal, kumbaga. Kumbaga yung mga tao sa mga Mystery Manila, yung mga nagpe-pretend zombie ganyan. Huwag mong suntukin.
Huwag mo suntukin o huwag mong patayin.
Oh my God. Same
Yeah,
thing.
you can punch it.
For Macria, that's one and the same thing. Parang he's skeptical how this might work kasi he's never heard of a dungeon na parang there's no need for fighting or parang something like that.
Okay.
Tapos yung sunod, we also heard from Pavel that you got some information about Pemrys.
Yeah, at this
Pemrys.
Pemrys. Oh yeah, I was in the Drunken Albatross that day when Pemrys told his story. I was one of the people there. So yeah. He says Pemrys, this dashing one-eyed man with an eye patch came in, bought us a few drinks and told the story of his adventures with this funny little group called the Wild Ones. Yeah. And he kind of chuckles parang, at the memory.
Oh.
And sabi niya, I believe he's going to be in the competition. They say.
Oh.
I mean, yeah.
As a contestant? Oh.
I guess so. I mean, would be pretty nice, being in the competing side by side with such an accomplished adventurer.
Yeah, I'm such a big fan. Would you know where he's staying right now?
People ask him that, and he's so evasive. He says it's because there are some people have it out for him. It's kind of he fears for his safety and whatnot, and would not stay in one place at any given time.
Does he have any companions, or is he by himself? Is he with a party?
Companions?
You keep mentioning the Wild Ones.
Yeah, well, handsome guy like that, he has companions from time to time. Just casual fling here and there.
No, not that kind of companion.
But ever since he splintered away from that dreadful group, the Wild Ones, he's been, I don't know, he hasn't been known to associate himself, I guess, with other people. Not that I know of, he says. But it's hard to tell because sometimes he sneaks up on unsuspecting crowds because he can, one of the abilities that he can do, he can disguise himself at will. He'll just like do this, and he's a different person.
Yes, I've heard.
Yeah.
Okay.
One time he did it to me. It's like he went like this, and he was me, and it was very disconcerting.
I can imagine. What would I do if he does that to me? Oh, I don't know.
Yeah. Who knows? You might see him tomorrow.
I hope so. Okay.
Okay.
You have any other questions, Nicole?
Okay na yun, okay na yun.
Okay, so
At least alam na natin si Pemrys nandito sa town.
fast forward to that night, you meet Kaylin dun sa Broken Albatross where you have your room. You have dinner kind of, it's a still jam-packed tavern para as in elbow to elbow yung table. You have, the food is good as any you've had on the road outside of Parabor. And you definitely don't eat this well while adventuring. Especially now na wala na kayong ranger. And that kind of saddens you a bit kasi parang, wala na kayo. Kasi, kasi on the way to Macy's, all you've had on the road was mostly
Cup noodles.
rations and like berries na on the road. Some, yeah, not very tasty fare na wala na kayong hunger.
I miss Eldrin so much.
Yeah, you're making the most out of this like pheasant or something stew.
Alam niyo yung ewan ko naglaro kayo Final Fantasy 15. Naglaro ba kayo nun?
No.
So si Eldrin parang...
diba?
Medyo okay lang. Pero si Eldrin parang siya yung yung cook doon. May cook doon sa sa game na yun. So yung cook na bulag. So hindi na siya makapagluto. Yung kinakain lang nila kundi kanto na cup noodles.
That's so sad.
Samantalang nung before nakakapag-risotto pa sila, nakakapag-steak pa. Kulit nga.
Anyway, so you're back in the tavern, and unless you want to accomplish anything before the night is over.
I need to talk to Hanzo quickly lang.
Okay, so you take Hanzo.
Ay, kausapin ko din si Macri.
Yes.
Kasi we're both looking for Pemrys. Si Pemrys, yun yung initial mission ko, yung kinuha niya yung kailangan i-capture ko siya para i-present ko siya ulit kay ang pangalan nun, King?
Ni kay Lord Flagon.
Kay Lord Flagon. Ikaw, ano bang balak mo kay Pemrys?
Oh, about the eye. Right. Yung eye ba yung hinahanap mo?
Yeah, actually, siya na yung hinahanap ko kasi kinuha niya nga yung eye. So,
yeah, I think we forgot to mention to you, but Pemrys doesn't have the eye anymore.
Pero, yung informants ni, what's her face? Si
Andraste?
Andraste, yeah. Good job for remembering na na mind blank.
Yeah.
Informants told you
50
na the
HP.
fact na they have
Level up.
They have information na the eye is probably in Macy's.
Oo nga. So
Because-
I tell Nicole that.
Pero
And
yun
as
nga,
you-
kasi sa ginawa ni Pemrys, Lord
So you
Flagon
still-
is looking for him.
Okay. So you need to... Yeah. Well, I have unfinished business with Pemrys. But I think we're of the same mind. Kailangan ko rin siyang mahuli. So we won't have a problem with that.
Okay.
Magkakast ako ng 2 sending spell.
Okay.
Isa kay Rosel, pinakamusta ko lang siya.
Oh.
And then a short update
Babaero.
na buhay pa naman yung party but GD is missing. And then the other one sa order na I made contact with the wild ones and we're currently in Macy's looking for the eye.
Okay. Rosel replies to you with parang I'm glad that you. Wow, that's great news that that basically she's glad that you're doing well with the party, but she's sad na Giddy kind of ran away, and she's sure that he will come back after he blows off some steam or something like that.
After he comes back from New Zealand.
Blowing up steam in New Zealand.
Okay, as for your order, see your commanding officer, I forget his or her name. Replies to the something to the effect of "Good job." Good job. Always keep an eye out. Remember your mission.
Okay. Tapos, mag-spend ako ng 1 platinum pieces. At magkakas ako ng Artisan's Blessing. Gagawa ko ng 10-foot pole. 10-foot iron pole.
10-foot iron
Ari
pole.
mo yan ngayong gabi.
Para bukas. Sabi kasi di ba may mga pit traps? So kailangan natin ng,
Okay.
you know,
Anong gagawin mo sa 10-foot pole
Killing
tonight?
someone's a 10-foot pole. I wonder what he's gonna do with that tonight.
1 hour to, di ba?
1 hour siya.
Okay, so you watch as si Kaylan takes out ilang platinum yan?
1
10?
lang, 1.
1 platinum. Takes a single platinum piece.
It's a 10 GP worth 10-foot pole. Mahal yan.
Ano ba yan?
Ano,
Extremely well made.
yeah, meron ka bang anong tools meron ka?
Smith's tools. Meron ako.
Smith's tools? Okay. So, I'm gonna say meron kang portable and
Anvil?
ka ba?
Pero ano siya eh, magic siya eh.
Yeah, pero kailangan, I mean, anong included sa artisan's tools?
Ritual lang that it crafts a non-magical
I mean yung tools na meron ka. I just wanna finish out kung ano yung itsura. Yung ginagawa. Anong meron sa artisan's tools? Smith's tools.
I guess meron siyang hammer and stuff. Dito na lang hanap na natin kung may description ng anong meron.
Meron yan eh.
Nicole is just weirded out by your 10-foot pole. I'm just weirded out by it.
Meron yung sa player's handbook.
Wala sa Roll20 eh.
Sa
10-foot pole.
So
weird, man.
Dadali niya pa sa kwarto niya, di ba?
Pagpasok niya ng kwarto natin, may dala-dala siyang 10-foot pole. Parang, dude.
Uy, ano yan?
Saan ka galing? Bakit ka meron yan?
Gagawin ko siya foldable 10-foot pole.
Smith's tools. Okay.
Foldable.
Baka magpo-pole dancing siya sa kwarto.
Oo.
Pastime niya.
Utang na loob. Isang kwarto lang tayo, guys.
Okay, so hindi nga nakalagay. So fine. Yeah, sure. I'm gonna say you have a sort of. So you take the 1 platinum and over 1 hour you slowly but surely shape it into an iron 10-foot pole. Macria, what do you want to talk to Hanzo about?
Okay. So I tell him, tomorrow we might run into Pemrys, and you're the only one who knows my history with him. I mean, in this group, ikaw na lang yung nakakaalam. So I need you to, if I lose control, I need you to do what needs to be done to stop me. If I put the team's safety into jeopardy because of what I might do when I see Pemrys. Can you promise me that?
Well, he kind of gives you a look of trying to. Okay, well, I can. Sure, I promise that I will certainly try.
You will certainly try. Okay. All right. Okay. Okay na ako.
Okay, parang it just says it's just that sometimes you move way too fast.
Sorry.
You may move way too fast.
Yeah.
Okay, so
Literally or never mind.
so you settle in for the night. Uh, da, 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 da. Okay, so that's settle in for the night. So you each have your bunk bed, so you don't have to share. You have parang 3 sets of parang double decks. So as you go to sleep, Kalen, you have a dream.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, in the dream, you uh, you see your father, Carlo, and it's kind of like out of the blue, you're instantly kind of sitting across a table with your father, like you would at home,
Hmm.
and you're in the middle of a conversation. You can't recall what you've been talking about, and your father just asks, "Kellen, my son, um, so what have you been working on lately? Huh? Any interesting things you've crafted by the All Father's blessing?"
Hmm. No, I've been working with a new group of adventurers trying to find this evil artifact known as the Eye of Death. Hmm.
But surely you have time to pursue some crafting of the sword. I mean, you're a dwarf, and you are a iron forge, no less.
Yep.
Surely you can.
Well, I got this. You know, I created this foldable 10-foot iron pole recently. I think
He
it
kind
will
of
be useful to detect some pit traps that are mechanically triggered.
he kind of chuckles at that. An iron pole, huh? Well, back in my day, that's standard issue for all the adventures. A 10-foot pole, ropes,
Mhm.
because you never know what you're going to run into dungeons.
Yep. Always be prepared. Is what I would say.
Yeah, that's that's all. He says.
Yep. I've been quite busy with adventuring, getting closer to this new group.
Okay.
Haven't had much time to stay in one place to learn some of the crafts. Did talk to one blacksmith though in Parabor. He did say that I could stay with him if I have time. Quite interesting guy, I would say. He's a gnome, and he's a blacksmith. He's a gnome blacksmith. Something I don't see every day.
Okay. As you're saying this, you kind of notice that something's changed in the demeanor of your father. Something in his eyes have changed, and his general parang posture that
Hmm.
you don't remember seeing before. There's this light behind his eyes, and the next words he says something like, he says something like, "The All Father um, does not appreciate um, followers using his divine might to craft paltry things. You know this, right?"
Yep.
There's a seriousness in his voice and in his eyes. Parang be you are a dwarf, my son. an iron forged dwarf. I hope you be mindful of what of the ways that you channel the All Father's blessings.
I'm sorry, Father. I will be mindful from now on what I use
Parang
this blessing.
at this point, you're not even sure that he's parang. So like your father got possessed by a more definitely like a very very powerful being that's talking to through your father, trying to tell you something. So yeah, you think back to that time that you made that diamond ring,
Mm.
and you realize na the All Father does not approve
Okay.
of such pursuits for a
Mhm.
dwarf. Okay, game mechanical wise translation, hindi, it's not the making rings and gems is not intended purpose for yung artisan's blessing. So you can make things like yung 10-foot poles, armor, pero for expensive skull components like yung diamonds, it won't work.
Okay.
Basically. So anyway, you wake up early the next morning. Hanzo kind of actually wakes you all up before like to remind you na let's go to the let's go downstairs and and kasi based on his understanding, part of the gauntlet is a race.
So sleepy.
Purely to the start, you're at a disadvantage.
It's a race.
I will just cheer Macri.
I will just
Not
cheer
a morning
Macri.
person.
Okay, so true enough, you look out the window and meron ng crowd actually gathered outside the tavern, kind of waiting for the signal to start.
Fine. Let's go.
Okay, so
Lang.
Any last minute preparations you need to make?
Wait lang.
We're
Last
good?
minute review ng spells ko.
Bardic inspiration for me. Hindi pala pwede sa sarili.
10 minutes na yun, 10 minutes lang yun, di ba? 10 minutes lang yun, uy.
Uy, baka kailangan mo na kagad gamitin.
Well, ako hindi. Kasi
Kailangan
may
ko
dalawa
kasi
ako.
wala namang mamamatay.
Based on your roles pala, Pavel would have told you na the first part of the challenge is parang basically a 1 kilometer run or 1 mile run.
Oh,
1
no.
mile run from the tavern to the hill kung saan under which is constructed yung dungeon. So parang may yung race part.
Kailangan ba magkakasama kami? O pwedeng hiwa-hiwalay?
Good luck, Macri.
May it's up to you kung gusto mo mauna.
Sasakay ako kay Hanzo.
Mga half yung speed niya pag sumakay ka sa kanya. So parang gano'n din.
Kakas ko ng haste. Pwede kaya yun?
Pwede.
Ikas mo na lang yung sarili mo ng haste.
Pero 1 minute lang ang haste eh. Double lang speed mo for 1 minute. Yeah, pero tas after ng 1 minute, you are stunned for
Gagalaw.
1 round.
Gano'ng kalayo yung tatakbuhin?
1
1
mile.
kilometer. 1 mile.
1 mile. Since we're using feet and stuff. 1 mile is 5,280 feet.
Okay.
Gosh.
Guys! Pag inantay ko kayo.
Go lang, sige. See you at
Sige,
the
mauna ka
finish
lang.
line. Oo.
So this is just the first part of many. You've heard that there are more than 20 rooms in this challenge. So parang it might only be a small factor, initial race, but it's up to you. Kung maghiwalay kayo.
Pwede tayo mag-teleport.
Okay,
Yata pwede.
you soon determine the challenge will start at sunrise.
Oh. Okay.
Soon after sunrise. So
Let's do this.
Okay.
Hindi, sige, tumakbo na lang tayo lahat.
Oo.
Okay. Ano ba ang...
Pero ayoko tumakbo mag-isa. Sino ko sa ano? Papatong pa rin ako kay Hanso. Hanso, buhatin mo ako.
Meron ba tong ano? Wait lang may check akong spell.
Pwede mo buhatin si Nicole, tapos ibato ko siya.
Okay, sige. Pwede pa.
Wag pa!
Anong
Okay.
speed ni Kaylan?
Secret. 25, hindi na ako encumbered.
25?
Yeah, 25 feet.
Okay, so soon, a few minutes after the sun clears the mountains,
Kalahati
you
ng
see
speed ko.
an illusion of an elderly gnome. Clearly, this is Vigo himself, kind of appear above parang the gathered crowd and addresses everyone. He welcomes everyone first to the challenge and affirms that the prize is beyond your wildest dreams. And he says the rules are simple. Do not attack any of the dungeon's inhabitants. He says they are all his friends or his trained beasts. Even the ones that appear violent are not violent. So any violence towards them will result in disqualification. If you fail, you cannot enter again. First one to finish wins. And sabi niya, and good luck to you all. Okay. And then as soon as the illusion finishes talking, there's a loud like horn. It signals everyone to start running, basically. What do you do?
Okay.
Takbuhan na!
Takbuhan na. Magkakast ako na.
Ng
Enhance ability, bears endurance.
okay.
Sa amin ni Nicole. At level 3.
Oh, yun. Nicole, as you run, you're filled with this energy and you suddenly feel like you can run for hours.
Does that increase your speed?
Nope. So Bakria, you easily notice that they are moving at their own pace. So do you want to?
It's a marathon, you know? It's not
You can see a lot of the yung mga human, mga non-dwarf participants are starting to overtake your group. And I'm just looking at you like, I can run fast too. Should we stick together?
Go na kayo ni Hanzo.
Mauna ka na, Makria.
Mauna na kayo ni Hanzo.
I'll see
Sabi
you there.
Are
you sure?
We'll see you there, yep.
Okay.
Bakit walang yung
Take care.
Question
Don't get
Yes.
killed.
Hindi ko makas at level 3 yung enhance ability. But 4 lang yung lumalabas. 2 tapos 4 agad.
Oh, bug yan. Pero mo na lang, ibawas mo na lang.
Ito ko na lang yung yung level 3 slot.
So sige, Makria and Hanzo, make a constitution. No. This would be an athletics constitution check. So just roll a constitution check. Tapos add your proficiency modifier. So just click constitution. Hindi saving throw So your ability. Yung sa left mo. So for example, sa Hanzo.
Mauna tayo dyan, Nicole. Huwag ka mag-alala.
18 si Hanzo.
Maunahan natin yan, Nicole.
So okay.
It's a marathon.
So this is what happens. Makria, you run forward, zoom, and then eventually, not being a morning person, you kind of medyo sumakit yung tagiliran mo. You've not have had to run this long, this far, continuously. and eventually the stout dwarf and the magic cynical are not even having them make checks kasi may meron silang buff. They're able to catch up. Pagod ka na.
I hate mornings.
Okay, so eventually you make it to the entrance of the dungeon. You turn the road turns and you see the hill up ahead. Para siyang it appears to be a cave entrance na parang may strobe lights. And you can see ahead of you yung mga tao na nag-enter. As soon as they step inside the light, they disappear. Parang nata-teleport sila.
Tol, kweba na ano yan. Osama Bin Laden yan.
So what do you do?
Strobe lights.
Nandito na ba kami lahat?
Yep.
Si Hanzo, nandun na sa loob.
Hindi, magkasama na kayo. So what do you do? Do you all...
Holding hands habang pumapasok.
Oo.
Holding hands habang pumapasok?
Mm.
Okay, in that case... Okay, everyone make a dexterity check.
Dexterity check. Oh, I suck at dexterity check.
Yeah, if you have acrobatics pwede. Dexterity acrobatics.
Okay.
Doesn't matter.
So that's for Hanzo. Si Nicole ay
Wala.
Ooh, 13. Not bad. Plus 0, 13.
So...
Ay, may acrobatics na.
24. I'm very dexy.
Everyone except Macria is eliminated.
So that's Hanzo. So ito nangyari. Si Hanzo si Nicole didn't quite make it. I mean, ang nangyari is Macria and Kaylin, you jump into the light and you get separated from Nicole and Hanzo. So roll a kayo ba kung sino magro-roll? Macria or Kaylin, roll D6.
Ikaw na lang, Macria. You're the party leader.
I'm going to roll for Nicole and Hanzo. They roll a 2. Kayo. Oh! Buti na lang. Nagkahiwalay kayo. So Nicole, you see Macri and Kaylin disappear in front of you. So you and Hanzo jump in after them and you disappear. Pero you both, all four of you appear in the same room. You get teleported.
Swerte.
You're teleported.
We lost you there.
Okay, this room is a small, simple room consisting only of okay, you're teleported in the room na parang meron lang isang exit, a door, and then in the middle of the room is merong parang, alam mo yung circus style na strength test. Yung
Okay.
may lever, tapos merong warhammer na provided.
Papalo.
Tapos papaloy mo yung lever which will parang propel lead shot up the runners to a bell on the top.
Okay.
Volunteer na ako. Ako yung bala.
I guess Hanzo yung...
Hindi pwedeng tulong-tulong. Isa lang yung papalo.
Yeah, yung instructions is parang step up. Parang, you guess na isa lang yung this is a challenge for a singular person to do.
Sabi ko, I'll cast guidance kay Hanzo.
Okay, si Hanzo has a plus 1d4, no?
Plus
Okay.
1d4.
So he casually walks over, steps on
Guidance!
the... Hey, wait.
Flex those muscles.
Flex those
Wala.
muscles.
As you arrive, merong parang may person ahead of you na nasa isang stranger, adventurer, went into the room before you did, and they pick up the warhammer and hit the lever. The shot, the lead thing goes up, but it doesn't quite hit the bell. It falls short. As soon as it does, the floor beneath the adventurer disappears, and they fall down screaming into a slide. You can see from your vantage point na parang kinisapit parang right below the floor may parang slide, and bloop, the trapdoor closes.
So pag hindi kinaya ni Hanzo yan,
Eliminated.
Ano bang kailangan? Malakas pumalo or ano?
Ayo.
Strength test eh.
Strength test mo, ang strength test naman eh.
So si Kanzo parang kind of does this. Ayan, and parang
may ano ka pa ba? May inspiration ka pa? Bardic inspiration.
Okay, this is the time to use that.
Inspire him.
Sabi ni Hanzo, Hanzo puts a hand to you, parang no, I won't need it. He says. He picks up the warhammer, and then parang bumela ng konti, and with the guidance, he's going to roll a
Athletics check.
Don't roll a natural one.
Okay, 13 mataas na yun ha.
Okay.
plus your 1d4.
Plus my 1d4. 4! 16.
15. So that's 28.
Oh,
So
yeah.
with one hand, he picks up the warhammer, hits the lever, and with a cling, as the bell rings, you can see the door opens up ahead of you.
Okay. Let's go.
Hey.
Okay, so you move to the next room. Okay. Upon opening the door, you can see may T intersection.
Okay.
So may way to the left and to the right, and in the middle of the fork, may alcove at the wall, and merong something in it. There's a potion of healing.
Okay.
Kunin nyo. Sabi na Hanzo, reward.
Sige.
Party leader. Your call.
I'll get it. Okay.
Okay, so write down a potion of healing in your inventory.
Regular potion of healing lang.
Yep, meron pa siya feeling lang. Nasa first room pa lang tayo eh.
Okay, guys. Left or right?
Okay, left or right?
Where do we go?
Mag-roll ka ng D4. Even, right, odd, left.
Nag-toss coin daw si Macria ng ano niya, ng gold piece niya.
Teka lang, nilalagay ko yung ano eh. Yung healing potion. Ikaw mag-roll.
Tinos ko natin yung 10-foot
Okay.
pole niya.
Mag-roll ako, 1d2. 1 left, 2 right. Wala. 1, 2 left. Odd left, 2 even right na lang. Yan pala 1. Okay, yan.
So 1 left. So, okay, so you head left. Eventually, this hallway, you can see may arch. Mayroong archway into another room. Pero the room seems completely dark, even to those na may dark vision. Until you enter the archway. Upon entry, you hear pounding EDM music playing in the room. And you can see the room is filled with what looks like parang mannequins. And as strobe lights fill the room and dance music is pounding away, the mannequins kind of make their way around the room, dancing in patterns. You can see yung dance floor is parang 60s dance floor na umiilaw-ilaw.
Okay.
na dance floor. So, so you guess, based on what you've seen before, na this probably is some of these floor plates are probably pit traps. And sino ang proficient sa performance?
Well, yung bard sana namin, pero
Hello.
pwede bang flute? Proficient ako sa flute.
Para if you are proficient, you guess na, and it's not just a matter of stepping on the right plate at the right time. It's a matter of, since you can see the mannequins are dancing, you have to perform the dance moves. You have to dance.
Pwede ba yung flute? O kailangan performance?
So you can either make a performance check to follow the dance moves ng mannequins, parang dance revo.
Mas
Or
mataas
dexterity.
mas mataas ata ang proficiency, mas mataas ang
If not, kung wala
performance.
kayong perform, if you're not proficient in perform, you can, as an alternative, make an intelligence check to determine the pattern ng dance, and then a dexterity check to follow the dance.
Hindi pwede yung flute ko. Kailangan performance.
No, kailangan, as in, no, yung flute is specific to the playing the flute.
+4 ako sa performance.
But you're not proficient.
Not proficient.
I'm not proficient.
So you can, so since wala kayong performance kayo lahat, you have each to make this check. So,
Sige, intelligence and dexterity na ako.
intelligence check and then a dexterity check.
I'll use my first inspiration for the intelligence check.
Okay, go ahead and roll.
Isa-isa?
Isa-isa, yes.
Kakastan ko ng guidance si Macria first.
So you watch her do it first. So,
Ako?
kasi guidance sa
Okay.
kanya. Okay. So, you're going to do it one by one. Ganun.
Yep.
Okay, so,
Last na ako.
Okay,
Plus,
1d4. Without the 1d4, you seem to... Okay, ito yung dance moves na ginagawa nila. Now make a dexterity check to attempt to follow the dance moves.
dexterity check.
Yep.
Very dexy ka naman. Pumindot ka na?
Ayan,
Hindi pa.
pumindot na. Plus D4.
Plus d4.
May guidance pa ako.
Kaya kung hindi mo
check,
ginamit eh.
on your next check. Teka ha.
Hindi. Wala ka ng guidance.
See, I'm gonna say sure, you can use the guidance for this instead.
Okay.
Sabihin na natin nagkakas ako ng guidance habang inaaral niyo yung moves and then right before sumayaw kayo.
Since action naman siya to cast, you can just guidance.
15.
Guidance. I'm guiding you.
Okay, so you make your way up to the dance floor and you watch as Mercury attempts to do this dance of the mannequins.
This is so awkward.
You come to at one point you almost trip over yourself, but you manage to get to the other side basically.
Shit, I'm gonna burn 2 spells.
Just follow me, guys.
Okay, the other ones.
Guidance.
Si
Hanzo.
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 Intelligence check.
Yeah.
Natural 20. Inspired by what he just saw for the first time. Makina dancing.
Kailangan mo pa pogi eh.
Yeah. Now he's going to try to replicate the dance moves. Oh.
Mataas naman nata dex ni Hanzo. Hindi ba? Di ba dex si
I
Hanzo?
don't think so.
+4. Come on. Yun. 6.
So yeah, he kind of knows, okay, I got this. So he gets to the middle of the dance floor, he makes a few moves, he doesn't fall, pero he hesitates for a moment.
I extend my hand.
He makes the next dance move. Oh, you said your hand?
I extend my hand.
Sige, make a dexterity saving throw with disadvantage. Medyo mataas ang DC na to. Okay, as he kind of, the floor beneath him opens and you You grab him actually, but he slips and falls. See you later, he says. And first casualty.
Hirap na ba ito o madaming rooms?
Hindi ganun kataas yung DC. Kasi he rolled the 3.
Next, Nicole. Guidance.
Intelligence check. 9 plus... Yep. Mataas ang intelligence. Yes. Okay. And then dexterity check. Plus the guidance.
Taas naman ang dexterity ni Nicole.
Yeah, see, Nicole kind of busts out his moves and makes her way over to Macria. Kaylin, your turn.
Ganun lang, ganun.
Why that is out to be a dance?
Di ba kailangan inspiration?
If you want, you can actually go. Merong isang room. You can go back to the other room. You'll just get separated. May fork, diba? You can go back there and take the other room.
Sige, dito na lang para masaya.
Okay.
Akala ko, kita-kita
May
na lang sa
inspiration ka, diba?
Wala na.
Wala na, ginamit niya pa.
First, before ako habang ina-study ko siya, magkakastak.
bibigyan kita ngayon. Isa.
Isang bardic inspiration daw.
Isang bardic inspiration.
Okay, oo nga.
Okay.
Kasi you can up that.
Magkakastak ako ng guidance sa sarili ko for this check. Kasi may bardic inspiration naman ako. Okay, let's see. Intelligence check.
Intelligence check to figure out the dance moves. Okay, I'm gonna say you have advantage on this kasi after what you've seen.
Okay, sige.
You would need the advantage.
I would need the advantage. Wait lang, isa pa.
Isa pa.
Intelligence. May guidance pa naman ako tsaka bardic inspiration.
14.
So, plus guidance.
Gamit ka ng bardic inspiration?
Hindi pa. Hindi. Guidance lang.
Okay. So you think you've got it figured out? Now for the dexterity check.
Okay, guidance ulit. Para all father guide me.
Cantrip ba ang guidance?
Cantrip pa.
You have advantage again. Kasi you've had time to kumbaga practice.
Limber up.
All father guide me in this time of need.
Go.
Dexterity. Okay, advantage. So, meron pa. Wala pang 1d4. At ilan yung At bardic inspiration. D10. That's 1. Oh my God.
So bardic inspiration or no?
D10, no?
D10, yes.
Gamitin mo.
Gamitin na.
Pag naka-10,
Tapos 1 din, no?
That's ilan yan?
10. Why, 11.
11. Yung 11 ang DC.
Oh!
11 ang DC. DC ka
Eksakto.
Barely.
Kamatik na mahulog.
You almost hesitated.
Si Kaylin nagbe-baby shark dance saka chicken dance ang mga makarating.
Okay, room number 2 done.
Mahirap sumayaw na naka-plate armor, guys.
Yes. Okay, so you open the door at the other side of the dance floor. Again, you find may T intersection again, left path, may right path. And sa alcove in the middle, merong potion and meron pa siyang label, Potion of Growth.
Sino may gusto?
Malamang yung yung maliit, no?
Si McNuggets, Nicole.
Ay, sige. Nicole, that's yours.
Thank
Okay.
you. Grab.
Nakasulat, Potion of Growth. Ikaw mag-take note, Francis, ha?
Okay.
So, left room, right room. Left path, right path.
Dito ulit.
Dito ulit.
Okay, 1 left, 2 right.
3.
Hindi,
1.
1.
Left to left.
Left.
Okay. Room number... Okay, you approach the archway. Okay. Oh,
Pag feeling ko
shucks.
mamamatay na ako, kakasta na lang kita ng spell, Macri.
Habang
Ng one-
palaglag ka, no?
Bago ka malaglag, kakasta kita ng buff.
Okay. You can see above the archway leading into this room, is yung archway, diba? In the wall above the archway, there's a phrase written in multiple languages. And to say that, find the missing part to fix the door. Tapos you can see on the side of the door is closed, by the way.
Okay.
And you can see, ipapaste ko na lang sa Facebook chat para makita ni Nicole. Mas masaya sana kung naghiwalay kayo eh. Makita niyo yung ibang parts ng dungeon.
Mahirapan ka.
Hindi, okay lang. It's, yung side ng door, pixelated pag itong size. Diba? Yan, okay. Screenshotting and pasting sa Facebook chat na hindi ko pa na-open. Here you go. O sa Facebook chat, you can see na towards the left, so nasa right side yan ng door. So merong parang yung pinaka-leftmost part nung nasa yung picture, is parang lever siya.
Okay.
And then may mga gears.
So may nawawalang isang gear.
What do you do?
Look around.
Ano yung nasa loob ng room? Aside from that.
Yung nasa what?
Nasa loob ng room, aside from that.
Make a perception check.
Ang weird naman itong gear na to. Pwede bang alisin yung gear na yun na nandun sa may taas, sa may tapos ilipat ko na lang yun sa kabila.
Okay, so you watch as si Nicole reaches forward and takes out yung parang upper right na gear, yung maliit. He takes it out.
O yung malit sa taas. Weirdo yun.
And then, tapos mo nalagay?
Lagay ko dun sa may, di ba mayroong isang parang sa gitna ng dalawang gear na may pagitan, may knob.
Yes.
Puts it in, and puts it in between those two, cling, and it fits.
Pang Mystery Manila para itong si Nicole.
And then Nicole just pulls the handle and the door opens.
Next room.
Hey!
Hey!
Let's go!
Okay, when you open the door, to your left in the wall may alcove containing one drift globe.
Oh, ano yun?
A drift globe is...
Drift globe.
Let's see. I actually don't have that. Opening. Globe. May it's a small sphere of thick glass. Parang 1 pound in weight. If you are within 60 feet nitong glass sphere, you can speak its command word, causing it to emanate light or daylight.
Nice.
Once used, the daylight effect can be used again until the next dawn.
Gusto mo, Kailan?
Okay, sige.
Okay.
Thus, you can speak another command word as an action to make the illuminated globe rise into the air and float no more than 5 feet off the ground. The globe hovers in this way until you or another creature grasps it. If you move more than 60 feet from the hovering globe, it follows you until it is within 60 feet of you.
One use lang yan, no?
Ay, hindi. One use lang yung daylight.
One use lang
Yung daylight
daylight.
part. Pero yung light lang yung gagamitin mo.
Nagre-recharge.
Nice. Nagre-recharge.
Ay, so basically para siyang floating torch. Kumbaga.
Okay. Nice.
Okay? So, isa lang yung walang fork this time, and you're led to another room. Okay. So after you get the drift globe, you are in a long corridor. You walk along a long corridor from the previous room. Wait lang, reading. Ano ang passive perception scores ninyo? 10 plus
Plus, ano yun?
10 plus your perception modifier.
17.
14. 13 lang pala, 13.
13, 17. Si Nicole ay
Go, Nicole.
18. Okay. You walk along this long corridor and eventually you see na may pit. May pit in the middle of the floor.
Okay.
And you can see inside the pit may slide. Which I guess is a slide leading towards the loser's room. But you can easily avoid the pit. You can kind of like walk around it. Carefully.
Or jump across.
Without issue, walang check. You don't even have to make a check. But as you go past the pit, Nicole, only you hear a faint rumbling sound coming from up above. You can see after the pit, the path kind of yung passage begins curving in a spiral, going up at a steady incline. So parang pa-spring na pataas yung path. As if you're going upward, na parang spiral staircase, kumbaga. Yung tunnel. May steady incline, but it's not too steep. You can walk on it without issue. Pero Nicole, you're the only one who hears may rumbling sound coming from up above, and it's getting closer and closer. It sounds like there's a boulder coming in your direction.
Hilag, dikit sa walls.
Okay.
I want everyone else, dikit
So,
kayo sa walls.
anong gagawin ninyo?
Gano'n kalaki kasha ba't mamaya? Sakto lang siya dun sa...
May mga crevices ba sa wall
Oo.
na pwedeng pagtaguan? Meron akong last minute resort if
Okay.
wala tayo ibang choice.
Last minute ano?
Meron akong may iba akong way na naisip pero kung wala tayo ibang choice na pagtaguan.
Okay, as you're saying this, you can already see that the boulder is just around the corner, and it's large.
Large boulder.
The boulder is large, Pero you can see na merong space. It doesn't fill up the whole tunnel. May space above it that you can, if you're a good jumper, you can maybe jump
Above?
over the boulder.
Above?
Above. But you can certainly try other things. So, Nicole, anong gagawin mo?
Ako, hug ako doon
Ah,
sa
wait.
side ng wall. Doon sa may,
You can either attempt a dexterity saving throw to jump it, or a strength saving throw to, I don't
Can
know,
I-
Oh my God,
to hold the boulder.
I'm gonna die.
I want to try to cast animate objects on the boulder. Tapos, sasabihin ko sa group, dapa. Then, I will try to papaliparin ko sa area yung boulder habang palampas sa amin para hindi kami kailangan tumalon. Kasi di ba may space naman. So, I can animate up to a huge object. Then, kung wala siyang legs, pwede ko siyang
we can see
paliparin.
you.
Okay.
I can make it hover up to 30 feet.
Nope.
Up.
That's a gem.
So, parang papagulungin ko siya sa taas instead of gugulong siya sa amin sa baba. Can I
Okay.
try that?
Sige, anong components ng animate object?
Wala. BS. Verbal somatic.
Tapos one action to cast.
Yep.
Okay, so you do that. Sige, spend the spell.
Woohoo! Bye-bye level 5 spell. Ay. Sige. Umata kasi yung animate object so might as well.
Okay, so you watch as the right before the boulder makes impact on any of you, Alan releases his spell and it jumps over you instead. So instead, I'm going to have to everyone make a dexterity saving throw to duck down and avoid getting. Kasi, yeah, it's not a very high DC. Let's just see kung meron sa yung tatamaan ng boulder sa mukha before you can duck down.
Oh no.
Pati ako?
Ikaw hindi kasi alam you're the one controlling it.
Kaya niyo yan, guys.
Pero the sheer momentum of the boulder, hindi mo siya, you
Ay,
could redirect it to go upward, pero hindi mo siya you were not able to
slow down. Yung boulder.
slow down much, but you were able to direct it to basically jump over you. So, Macria rolls a 13. Si Nicole,
Kaya mo yan, Nicole.
dexterity saving throw.
Mataas ang dexterity ni Nicole eh. Mas
Yes.
mataas pa dexterity niya sa akin.
11, no? Pwede na.
Yep. So, you sa maliit si Nicole. So, hindi niya kailangan masyado mag-duck. So, you both duck in time and the boulder passes you harmlessly. Ano nagkawin niyo?
Akyat!
Fuck! Akyat!
Akyat! Takbo!
Akyat!
Okay.
Let's burn all those spells.
Okay. Eventually, the corridor levels out after the incline. And along the way, may alcove na naman. And may parang bead. May magical bead. It's a bead of force.
No.
Sino may gusto?
Ano yung ginagawa ng bead of force? Parang wall of force pero bead.
Nope.
Sayang.
Para siyang,
Bead of force.
it's basically an explosive. You can use an action to throw the bead up to 60 feet. And it will explode on impact.
Hmm.
And everyone within a range of it will take force damage.
What do you... Kayo? Nicole or...
Nicole, you want it?
Macrea?
And, yeah, para siyang wall of force nga, no? After they take damage, a sphere of transparent force encloses the area for 1 minute. Yung mga nag-fail ng save are going to be trapped inside the sphere.
Oo, sabi sa inyo eh. Diba?
Bagay kay Macria yan.
Sa akin na lang?
Oo. Pang crowd
Okay.
control mo. Crowd control.
Okay, you have one singular bead of force.
Okay.
Okay, then you go on to the next room.
Tum, tum, tum. I'm burning spells, guys.
Okay.
That's 2
You
down.
enter a large room, and as soon as all three of you enter, the room seals itself closed. The door closes behind you.
Okay.
And then you can see on the wall may countdown na may counter that reads 120, and then as soon as the door closed again 119, 118. It seems to be counting down per second. So you have 120 seconds. Above the only door out is the message: only the fast and fleet escape sleep. Written in multiple languages. Like
Only the
common,
fast?
undercommon, may giant, may kung ano-ano, iba-ibang languages. Only the fast and fleet escape sleep.
Gano'ng kahaba yung room? Malayo ba yung room? Nasaan yung exit?
Yung exit is the room is large. Siguro mga 30 feet on one side. And
Okay.
then, yeah, may door, above the door, nakalagay, only the fast and fleet escape sleep. Tapos, you also notice na in the middle of the room is a variety of potion-making ingredients. You would say, na parang merong lab, parang science lab table sa gitna ng room.
Okay.
Merong red drake root. Merong blue let me just paste it in chat. Take ko na rin sa Facebook.
Poppy snap flowers.
Okay.
Okay. Gagawa tayo ng potion, guys.
Okay. So, yeah. Apparently, you have to make a potion before the timer expires, probably, and it has something to do with only the fast and fleet escape sleep. So, does anyone speak Gnomish as a language?
Well,
Yan,
si
no?
Kitty.
Common Dwarvish Undercommon.
Common,
Si
Dwarvish,
Nicole ba?
Undercommon. Si Nicole, ang language ni Nicole.
He's a bard. He should know these things.
Meron akong read language.
Meron kang spell?
Yata.
Comprehend
Sabi ko na-
languages. Yan, naka-prepare. Okay. So, sige, i-cast that spell.
Buti na lang.
Okay, and as you cast a spell, you instantly notice na iba-iba. I mean, it's a translation of the same phrase, pero may subtle differences because you cast that spell. Diba, the common one says, only the fast and fleet escape sleep. You see that each translation varies slightly. Parang some say instead of fast and fleet, they say quick and free. Yung iba, swift and unhindered. But finally, yung Gnomish translation reads clearly, those with haste and freedom of movement escape sleep.
So, dalawa, potion of haste, saka potion of freedom of movement.
Pwede kong i-cast yung freedom of movement so we can, if wala tayong time, gumawa ng 3 potion of haste.
Go. At wala akong maitutulong dyan.
May paano gumawa ng potion of haste? Formula na nakasulat anywhere? Or I'm assuming yun yung yellow poppy snap flowers.
May haste spell si Nicole, di ba?
Marami.
As you're talking about this, the door you came from opens,
Hmm.
and a voice from someone you can see says, "Oh, you need to make potions? I can help you with that."
I'm gonna
Yeah.
inside check that. What does it look like?
How do you make potion of haste and potion of freedom of movement?
But that's where we're going to stop for next week.
No.
No!
We started late.
Sorry.
No!
Kakabitin.
Habitin.
Yeah.
Pag may combat,
Okay.
lagot ako sa combat. Puro utility spells yung nasa ano ko ngayon.
Thank you guys for playing.
Thank you.
Okay.
Yeah, continue natin next week. Hope you had fun.
Okay.
Yep.
Sino yung December? I will tell you this. It's a familiar voice. It's from someone that you know. Pero it's someone that you know. That you know closely.
Si Gidi.
Sige, di.
We'll find out next week who it is.
Next week, babalik na si Ivan.
Okay. Thank you guys.
Okay, good night.
Okay.
Good night.
GG.